Hey, what's going on? It is your boy, KQKC Boxing, the OG, coming with some breaking news. That's right, Crybaby, Dylan Whyte, and of course, his promoter, Eddie Hearn, is not having a very good time in the sport of boxing. Eddie Hearn has failed his fighters many times. We know that. Now his fighters are starting to fail him. Big Baby Miller had tested positive for PEDs many times. And many PEDs. Now we have another one. That cried for 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. Then I've been the mandatory for 600 days. That's why you cried so much. You wanted to get it over with and just hoping and praying that they don't test you. Well, my subs, my people, like I said, I do the heavy lifting. I break the news to you. Well, Dylan Whyte has tested positive for banned substances. Now, I'm tired of all the boxers that test positive, and he was in the Clean Boxing Act program. But don't act like you don't know what's banned and what's not. They give you a list what you can and cannot do. That's a part of that program. So you won't accidentally do something that you don't have no business doing. Ain't that right, Ortiz? Ain't that right, Big Baby Miller? Huh? Everyone that Deontay Wilder wants to fight, they always test dirty. For some reason. Because they always want to get out the way of that right hand. See, Fury went on a drunken rampage. He went on a drug rampage. He went on a crazy rampage. Then you got Dylan Whyte, Big Baby Miller. They all got something in common. Eddie Hearn or the UK. Now, that's my perspective on this. See, God don't like ugly. He's not fond of pretty. See, when you talk that talk, you must walk that walk. But see, when you are full of testosterone, or you're full of the other banned substances, like Ortiz, high blood pressure, we know you're old. But wham to the post physical exams, or the pre-exams. You know, are they doing their job? Or are they doing like a triage nurse would do? Blood pressure, temperature, okay, you're on your way. No, blood pressure, temperature, and weight, and you're on your way. You see? That's how it is. See, the sport of boxing can eliminate a lot of things. One is the drug, anti-doping. Ban their asses for life. Or you can stop all these belts and have one champion. Oh yes, you get rid of the judges. Oh, yes, you can. You can get rid of the old referees. Bring in some fresh refs. Some newer referees. Some younger referees. They got their eye on the ball. Someone like me. Someone like a young person. Steve Willis. See, everybody want to have that edge. And once they have that edge, then comes that stardom. Then here comes that money. See, that's what it all boils down to. That money. That money. How much can we get for that money, honey? Now, as I always do, and this is important today, people, I want you to turn that volume up and listen to this. And first, before I start, if you haven't subscribed to the OG, the singing OG, KQKC Boxing, hit that subscribe button right now, along with that bell icon and along with that like button. And that way, you will be notified each and every time I do a video like this one. And you can catch my daily show Monday through Friday at 12:30 p.m. Now, let's see. What's the excuse? Let's see and hear what BoxingScene.com has to say about this. And like I say, I have over 50-something sources. I usually check about 3 or 4, which is good enough for me. And yes, BoxingScene.com is one of them. But I will tell you this. They are more plain put in sentences, words, like my good LWC brother Fanon would say. Most of these writers are English majors, so therefore they try to write where professors and shit like that understand. Well, we just regular old working people that love the sport of boxing. So write like one. Now, multiple sources, as I checked, have confirmed that a sample taken from, you guessed it, Dylan Whyte, tested positive for, listen at this, 1 or more banned substances prior to Whyte's July 20th fight in London against Oscar Rivas. Now, this is before he fought Oscar Rivas. Before. You remember, in and out of competition? That's the difference in water and water? Huh? So, although Whyte is the World Boxing Council clean boxing program, which he administered by voluntarily Anti-Doping Association, VADA, the test is questioned was administered by the UK anti-doping. See, you got WADA, you got VADA, and you got UKAD. Okay, that's UK anti-doping. Keep up with me now, please, all right? See, I love my subscribers, see? You all listen, you all learn, y'all appreciate breaking news. And that's why I always try to bring it to you as soon as possible. I heard this last night But I know a lot of people would have been up at that time, but you know. So, anyway, as I move on, if I may, the positive test result is believed to have come back. Listen to this. On July 17th, a knowledgeable source says that it was reported to the Whyte camp, including his promoter. I told you. Remember these words? A grimy motherfucker. You get it? That's Eddie Hearn. Matchroom Boxing is Eddie Hearn. And the British Boxing Council Board of Control by the UKAD prior to Whyte and Rivas. But however, the BBC allowed the fight to proceed as scheduled. Now, under rules in place in the United Kingdom, Whyte has a right to appeal. Well, that's the way it is here. They have a right to appeal. Now, the UKAD takes the position that until the adjudication process is over and due process is complete, there has not been a finding that a fighter is in breach of its PED protocols, and no sanctions can be put in place by the British Boxing Board of Control. That's BBBC. Other words, excuse me, they might just look out for their own kind. Simple. Now, the adjudication process often begins with the testing of a fighter's B sample, which can generally be done in 24 to 48 hours. But this often drags on for more than a year. The National Anti-Doping Panel, NADP, an independent entity, is responsible for the final adjudication of PED disputes. This confusing you? Well, you ain't the only motherfucking one. See, it's too many anti-this and anti-that. Dispute this, dispute that. Anti-doping this, it's too many in the pot. And when you have too many in the pot, you're going to have one apple out of the whole bunch. One bad apple out the bunch. That's the way you sum this shit up. So therefore, the Whyte and Rivas was for the World Boxing Council interim world heavyweight title. Whyte weighed in for the fight at a usual heavy 259 pounds and was knocked down in the 9th round but won 115, 112, 115, 112, 116, and 111 decision. Now, look at the missing link. Maybe 116 to 111. That gave Dylan Whyte the win. And that also probably gave him and his family a trip to Hawaii. Now, under VADA protocol, the position test results will have been reported to the World Boxing Council in Rivas' camp. That appears to have not been the case in this instance with the UK listen, with the UK AD, anti-doping. See? They look out for their own. See, if this was water, which we usually use, the protocol would have been the positive test result. In other words, they would have let the camp know, the Revis camp. Say, hey, look, this man tested dirty. What y'all want to do? Fry his ass. That's why. I'm not going to take a chance on my fighter going out there with a man on PEDs. He can kill him. That's attempted murder. Do you feel the OG spitting that shit like I told you I do? Now, the singing OG gonna finish this. By virtue of his win, Whyte became the mandatory challenger for Deontay Wilder, WBC heavyweight crown. In all likelihood, the WBC would have withdrawn its sanction of Whyte and Revis. See? But it been aware of the positive test result prior to the fight. It has been widely speculated that the WBC will elevate Wilder to franchise champion status, thus eliminating the mandatory requirement that he fight Whyte. Good. A good. He don't deserve it. A cheat, a liar, a thief don't deserve when someone else, a good, appreciative fighter that gets in the gym, work hard, develop they own determination, their own heart, their own testosterone. They don't have shit put in them to make them Superman, to make them a puncher, to make them a winner. Your winner has to be in your heart, not implanted in your heart. Huh? Is KQ, the singing OG, is he getting through to you? Huh? Hit that like button. Hit them comments. Let me know how you feel about this. Now, it has been widely speculated that the WBC will elevate Wilder to franchise champion status. They should. So, there you is, or there you go. Simple. And trust me, it will be more to come out real soon. Now, since this is a video, all the while, baby, it's going to be cooking today. Because shit like this, shit like Keith Thurman, I got some news on him. After the Pacquiao fight, I got some news on that. KQ, KC, the singing OG, be working, baby. Oh, I do. Because, you know why? Let me tell you a little secret about KQ, KC, the singing OG. Every time I get a PayPal, every time I get a super chat, that motivates me. No. It's not about the money with KQ. No, it's not. It's about the motivation. It's about going to the longest yard. It's about getting to the end of that end zone. You see? I'm trying to give you the biggest news, or the news period. What's going on in the current state of boxing. Oh, you don't hear me? You don't feel me. what I do. That's what I feel. Because if you can sit there and send me a super chat, send me a PayPal, at least, I can give you what you want. I can give you what you need. I can give you the current state of boxing. I'm KQ, KC, the singing OG. Check me out today, 12:30 p.m. Central Time. I come on right after my guy, the OG/Don, for non-international boxing. Yes, he's a great close friend of mine. Won't take nothing, nobody for non-international boxing. And join his Patreon, because his Patreon is very, very important. So with that, shout out to the LDBC, the Lions Den Boxing Community. And we are a community. Peace and love. I'm on to the next one.